you could go back in time and be like my age in the 70s when like everybody my age was cool. Now everybody my age just plays video games and cries. Like, jeez. Okay, guys. As you can see, the Dyna is a roller, and yeah, it's time to give it its second bath because there's lots of dirt and stuff like that still hiding in all the crevices and cracks and places that I couldn't get to while the bike was all together. So while it's still mostly apart, I'm going to wash some of those areas that are still really filthy. Tiny, my cat's knocking the camera over. Tiny, you're a little brat. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a close-up just of some of this filth and dirt and all these things. And yeah, I know it's been a little while since I've posted anything. I've been waiting for parts, and it's just like ridiculous because every time I turn around with this bike, it's like now I need to order something new, and it's like the last thing I was waiting for was new bushings, slider bushings for my front end, and some other front end parts and whatever. So obviously you can't get the bike off blocks if you can't put it on the ground on a wheel or whatever, right? So I was waiting basically for all the things I needed to rebuild my front end with, and a new tire and whatever, and I think I've pretty much got everything I need now. I'm hoping, other than a few odds and ends, I probably still need some new throttle cables, and I would like to get some mid controls because my legs are short, but none of that stuff is like desperate. The bike can still get safetied without those things. So, you know, gonna just work with what I've got for now, and today washing it, and then the next step will be probably painting the bodywork. So nothing fancy, like I said, it's my Road Warrior machine. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys all this dirt and stuff, and then I'm gonna get washing this bad boy. Just look at all this filth and dirt everywhere, like it's literally piled up. I'm gonna try to get in there as well. Can't really see very well with all the sun, but yeah, it's a dirty bike. I'm basically just washing like this area and below, really oily down there. I hope you guys like my hillbilly sunshades for my recording equipment. Just random pieces of cardboard that I had kicking around. Don't want my cameras getting all hot in the sun, so yeah. First things first, some brake cleaner for all of that oil. I think I mentioned in one of my videos before that I was going to try to do like a review on the new 2022 Harley Heritage. And anyway, I talked to the dealership near me about doing this review and all that, and they're all cool with it. Since this Heritage had been on like the demo and rental fleets, it somebody blew the motor up on it. So the motor on this Heritage has been blown up. I guess it happened like 3 weeks ago or something like that. So yeah, and they said it's probably going to be down for the rest of the season. So it looks like I will unfortunately not be doing a review on this Heritage like I wanted to this year, which is really unfortunate because it was like the only bike that they had available to demo that I would even be able to ride. The only other bike they have is the Pan America, which is way too tall for me. It's just been a really crappy couple of years for the dealer here. They just have not been able to stock their showroom, so there's like literally no bikes to demo. So that sucks, because I really wanted to be able to do a review on that for you guys, like, and put it on my channel. And yeah, some jerk had to go blow the motor up. Just keep scrubbing that dubbin. It's almost disgusting how filthy it is. And it's almost like whoever owned it before just regularly rode it through the mud and didn't care. Like, actually, judging by the way some of the work has been done on it, I think that they just didn't care in general. And it was more about like an ego thing, honestly. In my honest opinion, I think that that is, or was the case. And I think that is the case with a lot of people who ride Harleys, unfortunately, nowadays, in my generation especially. And I say that from experiences I've had with people in my generation that I've met who ride. They really just, it's an ego thing more than anything. Those are not the kind of people that I would hang out with. So I just end up not really having any riding buddies. I met this girl who works at the Harley dealership near me, and she rides a kickstart only shovel head as well, with a tiny little gas tank. Every time I see her, we bitch about our bikes together. And I think I would love to be able to do a road trip with her sometime, but I think we're both pretty busy, so we'll have to see how that ends up going. It is so dirty down in there. I don't even know how to get to it. There's still just like a big pile of dirt back in here that's just not moving. Yeah, I'm actually like really excited to have this bike actually like on the wheels again. Just makes it feel that much closer to being finished. And I know that anyone who has projects like this would be able to relate to that. Sometimes they just feel so far away from getting finished until you're actually like close. But it's like you're always kind of close. You can be really close to being done them for a long time when you've got these projects, you know? But then it never feels like you're actually close to being done until you're like basically done. And I don't know why it works that way. It's like you can literally have like 3/4 of your project done, and but then not really feel like you're any closer to being finished than you were when you started it. And I just don't know why it's like that. Like, well, it's looking a little better. Kind of hard to get it totally clean without taking it apart. But it's a little bit more clean. So much of this bike is just so rusty from being parked on the West Coast for like 10-15 years. But that's what you get when you buy a crashed up old Dyna. Darn, this bike really makes me want to take it apart. Like, completely. It really makes me want to do that. Oh, more dirt. What do you know? Well, what do you know? More dirt. I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of maintenance on my shovel head soon. But it's been starting like really easy lately. I think I've finally got it figured out, so that's really nice. Basically starts first kick every time now, unless I like, you know, I don't know, do something to screw it up. But then it's normally like if I do screw it up, then I get it started still pretty quickly. So no more of this like 20-minute, 100 kicks later kind of crap anymore. Thank God. It's a little bit cleaner, so I've gotten somewhere, I guess. So I think I'm just gonna use a shop vac on reverse. Should dry it well enough. So we'll see how it works. Not sure about this. Need some vitamin water after that. This stuff is so good. I think it looks pretty good, guys. I don't know. If you're gonna ask me, I'm gonna say it's my Road Warrior machine and it looks good enough. Darn it. It ain't about looks. It's just about having something to ride. And it ain't about pretty. That's why that primary patch ain't pretty. Because I didn't pay for pretty. I've had so many comments about that primary patch. But you know what? I spent like $40 US getting that patch done. So I did not pay for pretty. And if I wanted it pretty, I could have paid them whatever to make it pretty, but then I would have just bought a new primary if I cared about pretty on this thing. I don't. It's just gonna be my Road Warrior machine. That's it. It's like Tiny's just my fatty. Right, Tiny? Hey, Tiny. He's just my fatty. Tiny, you're not tiny at all, Tiny. What happened to that? He did not live up to his name. Anyway, I want to show you guys this real quick before the battery dies on this camera. So now that I've got all the mess cleaned up around the bike, I thought I would just end the video by showing you all a good side profile of the bike and just like how low it's gonna be. Looks pretty good. Just imagine it with black bodywork on it and whatnot. Whatever else is missing, exhaust pipes, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that is the Dyna so far. So anyway, y'all, that is it for this video. And, like I always say, and if you don't like hearing me say it, then turn the video off now. But other than that, if you like what you see, or if you just like me, or even if you don't like me but you like my bike, then like this video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put a new video out. And please subscribe, because it really makes a difference, and I just love seeing that subscriber count go up. I think I'm like at 8,000 now. Last time I checked, I was close to 8,000. So yeah, it keeps growing. I just need to keep putting out the content and figuring my stuff out. But yeah, anyway guys, that's the Dyna. That's where we're at on that thing now. And next video on the Dyna will probably be it with some bodywork on it, unless I make a video of me sanding all that down and all that stuff. But anyway, I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace. Right, Tiny?